red light. I got the evidence on camera. Since it looks like I finally got my setup right, welcome to my first video. So for the first video I thought a good topic to start off from is my bike, or talking about the history of bikes I've ridden. So as you can see, I'm riding a KTM 690 SMC Supermoto. Got it for 3.5 years now, and I love it. It's such a good bike. Giving you some background information, I first started with a scooter, standard 50cc crap plastic bomber. But it was alright for the time, so I had it for a year, and I've ridden it for 4,000 kilometers. I had a crash while I was standing. So it's it wasn't really a crash. I was standing behind the car, so he couldn't see me, and it was night. And some guy in front of him was leaving a parking space, and he wanted to get this. So he reversed, and as he didn't see me, he reversed into me, kicking me off the scooter. Since that was written off by insurance, then I just got a new one. Alright, had this for another year. I've been riding it for another 4,000 kilometers until I got my first bike. And the reason I got my first bike is quite simple, because my brother had a bike, a Yamaha XT 660. A classic but rather heavy enduro bike. And he said, alright, we'll have a go. Why won't you hop on the back and I'll show you how motorcycle riding feels like. And then I was hooked. So after 5 minutes I knew, alright, I want to ride motorcycles. In the time back when I made my license in Germany, when you're between 18 and 25 years old, you're restricted to riding a bike with 46 horsepower. So I thought, no, it's not even 46, it's 32 horsepower, even less. So I thought I would get a small bike, a cheap bike, a reliable bike you can fix yourself. In the end I choose by looks. When I finally made my license in 2006, I was already looking in the used bikes, Friday ads, whatever you may call it, and I found one. It was a GS500, model year 1992, with a full fairing, black, with gold and silver decals. It looked like a pimp's bike, really. But I wanted it, so I bought it. And I think I paid 1,150 euros, which was for a bike with full fairing, that would be considered as an upgrade for this bike, because usually it doesn't come with a fairing. It was a rather good price, and the mileage was very low. The mileage was just 11,000 kilometers. I should have taken a friend who knows bikes better than I did when I was having a look at the bike, because there were many things that had to be done, like new tires. So the bike was built in 1992 and I bought it in 2006, and it still had the stock tires on. So it had these tires on for 14 years. The German term is Holzreifen, meaning wood tires, indicating about how much grip they provide. Fairing had some scratches and some damages. I didn't see it, honestly, because I was too distracted by, oh my god, my first bike! And I had to buy a new chain set, a new sprockets, and so and so. Alright, and as I had the bike, I got registered I guess it's the biggest GS500 forum on the whole internet. No, I guess in Germany, where you're reading about some mods, like getting a bigger rear wheel, getting different suspension. I was starting to do some mods. So first off, as a friend of mine broke the fairing of the bike when we've been at the bike meet, I changed it to a naked bike again. I went for the standard headlight. I changed the rear wheel so I could use tires that were 150 or 160 wide instead of the standard 130, because in the 130 size back then, your only tire option was the Bridgestone BT45, and that wasn't too well known for good grip and performance. Yeah, new rear suspension, spending loads of money. I think one of the cheapest was in fact the paint job, because it was done by a friend who advertised on the same forum, and I had the whole bike done for about 200 euros in a really nice paint scheme. I still think that's it's a pity that I've sold the bike, but I needed the money to get the new one. So another picture right here. I was riding the bike for about 4 years. 47 horsepower may become a bit boring. I didn't like the bike's weight, so I wanted something lighter. And I thought, ooh, why not test ride a KTM? I was choosing between the 690 Duke, the 690 SM and the 690 SMC. I went for the bike with a bigger tank. So in the end, I chose to test ride the 690 SM. That started it all. The handling and the acceleration and the sounds and the ergonomics, everything was so good. I was riding a bike with, how do you call it, a street bar or a superbike bar for the first time. And I thought, wow, that's much better than the clip-ons. So that was the next mod for my old Suzuki GS500. You get to know I'm about 6 feet and 4 inches. And if you know how big a GS500 is, you know that this bike is too small for me. And I was riding it for 4 or 5 years. I need another mirror. That's it. Yeah, so the ergonomics were much better on the new bike, which made the decision even easier. Oh, there was a squirrel. It's an urban legend that Germans can't pronounce squirrel. So I wanted to sell the bike quickly, and I sold it for the same price I bought it, so 1,150 euros. Hello. And I guess that was one of the best decisions to get this bike. You can use it for so many things. It's great in the Alps because it's so light. It's great for tiny twisty roads like these. You can even do some off-road if you want to. Oh no, it's raining. Better turn around. Or right under this cloud and then to the left. yeah, how's the 690 SMC on long trips, and what do you need? That's going to be the topic for the next video. So I guess I've made my introduction. I don't have to tell you that I'm German, you can hear that. I'm here for 1 year now. A little bit more than 1 year. So give me some time. Wow. See you guys later.